Good evening, Aries, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership and your subscriptions. Okay? So, Aries, what I'd like to do for you guys this evening is to help you make your best informed decision regarding your romantic situation. And with that said, I like to give you an options reading, okay, to see how would things go should you decide to remain with the status quo? Because let's face it, Aries, all relationships tend to sour, and when they do, sometimes you just simply feel like giving up. So much so that you're about to just take a leap of faith here. So with this reading, I like to show you what your circumstances would be should you decide, Aries, to maintain the status quo, and what your option and what your situation would be should you decide to make a choice and move forward in a new direction. Okay. Now, since I've just reviewed the Gilded Reverie, Lenormand's deck, I'm going to go on and just use this deck in order to convey your message to you today. Rest assured, Aries, this reading will not and may not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking, information that will certainly help you make your best decision. All right. So I'm going to go on and just shuffle on up here and see what it is that Spirit would have to say in regards to your situation. Aries, keep in mind that this reading is valid from now until the end of the year here. All right. So, Spirit, show me Aries' options and give me a fairly good look at what it is that they may need to decide to do here. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start first by just selecting a couple of cards from the bottom of the deck here just to see what energies are pervading. Okay, we have the book. Okay. We have the man. Okay. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have the key here. And we have the whip. Okay. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, the house. Okay. Let's start with those four cards first here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. What I'm kind of seeing here, I'm just going to make a few general observations first, and then we'll move right along here with regards to these cards. Okay. Let me just hold them all up for you guys so you can get a clear view of them. Okay. So I'm certainly seeing that it certainly seems that for some of you, there is an educated, secretive type male that seems to be in your energy field here. And gentlemen, this could represent you as well, too. I'm seeing a very successful individual, someone perhaps that you may consider your soulmate, someone important. And gentlemen, of course, this could mean a woman, but it's both ways in terms of female and men here. Okay. I'm also seeing a lot of sexual play seems to be in your energy or seems to be coming up here too with these cards here. Okay. I'm seeing an argument that you're going to have here. It looks like you guys have an off again, on again type situation where you're always arguing, pointing fingers, and then you're just having make up sex. But I'm also seeing too, ladies and gentlemen, the a strong potential here for abuse, it seems. Okay. It seems to be a very violent situation. I'm seeing even family quarrels, conflicts and violence here. So I'm going to go on and just consolidate these cards to just give you, Aries, a more cohesive story here so that you can understand what I'm saying here. So I feel that either you or perhaps someone close, Aries, it's certainly, I feel they're having a secretive type affair, or they might even potentially, Aries, be hiding some sort of a secret or something from you, okay? And it could be with, this man here, or as I said, gentlemen, this card could represent you hiding something, okay? Or females, it also could be representing you too as well, okay? However, I'm feeling that, you know, just to tell you a little bit about this man, I feel that he's very brainy, very, very, very educated. I'm seeing here. It is more than likely multiple men here. I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone that's heavier set, someone that's even somewhat slim, but I'm also seeing someone that's on drugs or just have a lot of mental issues here. They're drinking or doing something very excessive that I'm getting here by just looking at the presence of these, ladies and gentlemen, of these cards that are showing here. Okay. And again, because these two cards, the man and the key, this person is important to use a soulmate, as I suggested here by just looking there. Okay. He's someone with whom you like to kind of really resolve past difficulties, and a person with whom you constantly probably, as I said, that you fight or you may have fought a lot. And again, you just had, it's a somewhat of a dangerous type situation that I'm seeing here. Okay. I do see that many of you do want to establish a very solid connection with this person that I'm getting. Okay, so these cards are suggesting, Aries, that certainly a decision is going to be required here of you. And of course, it might be a decision to break away from the status quo and move on in a different direction. But let's just pull some cards here to see what your options are, or see what the cards are saying in regards to your options. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few cards here. We have the tree. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have we have one of those added cards that you wouldn't ordinarily see in a Lenormand's deck, Aries, because this card represents the dice. And Lenormand's decks are usually only 36 cards here. So this is just an added card, as this is more of an advanced type deck here. You have the woman, Aries. Okay. Wow, you have another woman here. Okay. So many of you should already know what that's saying here if you see two women there. All right. And you have the child. Okay. So let's just look at these cards one by one and just get a sense or feel for the energies, whether it's a yes or no type card here. And again, we're trying to make a decision, Aries, as to whether you should select option A, which is to remain in the status quo, or move forward with option B. Okay. We have the tree here. All right, Aries. With the tree here, this is a yes card. All right. We're not going to look at the dice and consider this because it's just an added card here. So I'm just going to push this to the side until the end. Okay. You have the woman. Okay. This is a no card. Actually, is a resounding no card. Okay. You also have another woman. This is also a resounding no card here too. So some of you females also might be involved in some type of a bisexual type situation too here by just the appearance of these two women here. Okay, and then you have the child here, and many of you know that's also a no card. So out of all of the cards presented for option one here, you only have one yes. So this option moving in this direction doesn't appear to be a good viable option, but let's see why. Or let's go on and see what the cards are for option B here. Okay, and again, I'm going to select four cards. Okay, we have, ladies and gentlemen, the mountain. Okay, we have the sit, which is a farmer's tool. All right, and we have the star. Okay, And, ladies and gentlemen, we have the ship. So, just as we did with option A, let's go on and just examine these cards to see, the vibrations in terms of which is considered negative or a more affirmative type card here. We have Mountain, ladies and gentlemen. So, this card is certainly a no card, a resounding no. All right. We have the Sit. This card, ladies and gentlemen, actually is a maybe yes card. All right. And then we have the Star. Many of you should already know that this certainly is a resounding yes. All right. And then last, we have the Ship. All right. This is a no card. But just looking at all of both of the options here, it would appear to me, ladies and gentlemen, that moving on in a different direction, making a decision to move on and cut ties with whatever it is with your current situation would be the best thing to do here. Okay? Now let's go back and see why this would be the answer here. Okay? Let's look at your option A here. Okay, I'm just going to hold up the cards here and I'm going to try to give you a more consolidated story of what I'm seeing here with these cards, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of immaturity is involved here with this option, with the presence here of this child. Or some of you may even have a child with this person. Okay. And then you have the presence of these two women, as I've already indicated. It could represent some type of a bisexual type relationship, or it could represent that there are more than one woman in your situation. One appears to be younger and getting, okay, and very immature, okay. And I'm seeing this woman also looks very petite too, that I'm seeing doll baby type look, all right. I'm also feeling too that you can rest assured that a lot of cheating here is involved should you decide to remain in option A. And the dice here, you remember the added card that I showed you here? This is all about risk taking. It's all about a gamble. And ladies and gentlemen, once you take this risk, it could be either positive or negative. But since you already know that you have cheating here, a lot of cheating going on here, it may be worth your while taking that risk, ladies and gentlemen. And we already know what that risk is. Taking a leap of faith here to move, ladies and gentlemen, in a different direction here, which is what it's seeing. Seems that this card, ladies and gentlemen, is really calling for you to do here. So again, I would have to say that the choice certainly it's yours, you know. And also for some of you too here, I'm just going to give you another way of looking at this. Because you also have this child ending here, some of you may even decide, may already know that there is some type of a infidelity type issue here. And you might decide to go along with the program. For some of you, I'm kind of getting here and embrace a new beginning or just take things slowly. Okay? Again, I feel that some of you might even have kids with this person, but should you wish to do this, ladies and gentlemen, patience is certainly required, if you want to continue in this direction. All right. Now let's go on and just pick up the cards from option B because we did say that option B would be your best selection, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's understand why. Okay. I'm going to go on and just make some general observations here and then I'm going to go on and get into a story for you guys. I do see that there are obstacles that you will have to confront before moving in this direction here, and I'm seeing for some of you a change of mind. You know, I'm also seeing traveling associated with some of you, perhaps a move. And for some of you, it could even potentially, ladies and gentlemen, be overseas. All right. So, what I'm getting here strongly, it seems, is that many of you, you're going to feel a bit stymied or you're going to feel stuck, in this situation here. Because it looks like that you're going to feel, in a sense, that the situation is never going to get off the ground. It's not going to progress. And again, you may already be dealing with this person. It looks like it's someone where you may have blocked communication here due to this mountain here. But rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, a mountain can always be crossed. All right. So, you can get over your problems should you wish to get over this. Okay, I'm seeing the people, I'm kind of seeing a barber or hairstylist that's kind of coming to mind, or someone who loves to travel. It's multiple people here, okay? I'm seeing someone who may have some commitment type issues, very dark features, someone who loves to travel. I'm also seeing an older person with tattoos. I'm seeing someone with tattoos, very slim, okay? And someone who, to me, in the cards seems to suggest that they're very popular, okay? But you can see here with this sit here is going to tell you that a decision will have to be made. You're going to have to cut something off in order to move forward here, all right? And then you have the star and the ship. That shows an auspicious turn of events. It shows hope, ladies and gentlemen, a romantic outing. And it shows you being on cloud nine or just falling in love with someone from a distance here. So let's get some sense. I'm seeing if you decide to go with option B, I'm seeing water signs, very strong water, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or either an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius here that I'm seeing here with option B here. With option A here, I'm seeing air signs. I'm seeing mostly air and water. Yes, air and water that I'm seeing closely linked here with your option A here. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that with what the cards are saying, it seems that it might be in your best interest to take a risk, and just move forward in a new direction. And sometimes it is better, or sometimes the way he's reading and suggesting, the grass is greener on the other side here that I'm getting here for you guys. Okay? But it's just, you just have to really make up your mind and decide what it is that you will want in terms of moving forward here. Okay? So just as I did with the other readings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to go on. And because it's always, when we're in romantic situations, there are always people around whom we should be a bit vigilant, okay? Or cautious here. So I'm going to go on and just select 20 letters. I'm going to ask Spirit to guide me to the letters to help you identify the people romantically around whom you might want to be a bit cautious here, okay? 20 letters out of this bag of 200 letters. Okay, let's see what we have, Aries. Okay. Okay. All right, we have an I, okay, an I, an S, another S, a G, an A, we have Aries, an R, a V, a D, a T, a W, an A, another T, okay, we have an R, an A. Let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Spirit, give us 5 more letters for Aries. 5 more letters. Okay. We have a B. Okay. An I. We have an F. Another F. And last but not least, Aries, we have a U. Okay. So I'm going to call these back to make sure that you have these. There are 3 A's. Okay. There are 2 S's, 2 T's. There are 3 I's, 1 W, a V, D, U, 2 F's, R, 2 R's, I'm sorry, B, as well as a G, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So now I'm just going to go on and just shuffle up another deck. Because there are other things you might consider as you transform your experience romantically, ladies and gentlemen, that you might want to consider surrendering or just simply letting go here. So I'm going to pull 4 more messages here from this deck just to give you some indications of those things here. Spirit, give me 4 more compelling messages here for Aries. All right, let's see. It's time that you surrender to wonder in all, Aries. It's time that you open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life, because this attitude certainly will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. All right. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself, Aries. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originated from the past. Then you can own your power and soar, particularly in this life. All right. Once again, surrender to your full power. Your life is certainly calling for you to step into your full power rather than constantly always playing it small. And last but not least, Aries, it's certainly time that you surrender stubbornness. Because certainly if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding, because this will certainly help you communicate more lovingly with others as well as with yourself, which is very much important. Okay? Last message, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to leave you with a message that Spirit would like you to know, particularly during this time span in question. Aries, keep in mind, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and share this reading with others, okay? It makes a difference, all right? So, Spirit, what final message would you like for me to share with Aries in regards to the subject matter under discussion? Okay. And we have this postcard, Aries. I'm going to go on and just read it as it is written. Okay. Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than an excuse of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in an immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Now that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be, in fact, Aries, entering your life with a generous offer. Take it and trust. You are, in fact, worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so much over here. So, Aries, this is a welcoming message, okay? Be sure to like and share, subscribe. If you like to have a more personalized reading, you can definitely access my website. Or you could just send it over an email, and all of that information is certainly provided within the description box, all right? Enjoy your evening, and I definitely look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks a lot.